Hi guys, welcome to Make 2 and this review of the LEGO set 60091, the Deep Sea Starter Set. Comes with 90 pieces, retails for $10 and is the starter set for the 2015 summer line of LEGO City Deep Sea Explorers. As with all these starter sets, you get a number of minifigs, 3 in this one, which I think is great value because as you can see they've got a whole bunch of parts on them. But you also get a whole bunch of other things too to help with play and just give atmosphere for this particular city theme. This set comes with a nifty little shark, just in 2 pieces. The mouth kind of clips open, you can get it in the middle. And there's enough space in there for certainly putting random limbs, not for a whole minifigure, which I think is a good thing. But there's enough space, and if it wanted to gobble up the treasure that comes with that set, this shark could definitely do so. So I think it's great to have. Well, I really like getting these Lego animals. It's a shame it didn't come with the octopus, because the octopus, I don't have any octopi, and they look really cool. To help build the scene and give some tiny sense of underwater, as much as one can with a full set with 90 parts, there's just a little 4x4 plate with some foliage on and some little bits and pieces going along here. I like the use of the dark tan, including on this crate. As you can see, there's a little gold piece there, and that tells you what's in this crate. Now this piece of foliage is just attached by a sort of spanner piece. If you angle it down, it exposes it. You can then take off the crate, take off the lid, and what's inside? A treasure. 2 gold pieces. It's really nice to get these 1x1 round tiles, and a little ruby. So I think that's really cool. I think it would have been nice if this series wasn't about collecting treasure, but maybe something a bit more environmental. But I guess that's what kids like, so that's okay with me. And it just attaches by a simple jumper plate. Now, beside the minifigures, the main part of this build is this autonomous submersible vehicle. I think this is a really nice little build. You've got the ballast tanks on the side made up by dark grey droid pieces. At the back you have these twin propellers which spin around freely. I haven't seen this before. I know they're sort of relatively common. These black railing pieces are nice. There's space at the back where you can attach a minifig so that they can help drive this vehicle. And on the front you have, it's really nice getting a 1x1 round tile in transparent clear. That's really cool. You have these arms that you can adjust. They're just on these pins, on these hooks. You can rotate the arms around as well if you like. And then inside you've just got kind of the red all-seeing eye of the vehicle, and you can just take off this glass piece just to get a look at it. So I think all of these are nice pieces. Obviously a lot of yellow for deep sea, so it's visible at depth, and a lot of yellow pieces here. So it's actually built up relatively simply just on a standard brick, but then you obviously lots of sideways building. That's those black elements there. So I think for a starter set this is really good. It's the smallest. Oh no, there's actually an even smaller submersible vehicle in the line, but I think this works really well, and I really like it. The first of the 3 minifigures we'll take a look at is the Deep Sea Diver. Orange legs, orange torso, lots of straps you can see at the feet there, sort of iron rivets for whatever big hardcore suit he's wearing. Massive double tank at the back, which does have, if you wanted, you can attach things to. I think this is pretty standard. You can see the tube going around at the front there, going into sort of the respirator, which attaches to this huge mask that covers all of his face. I think it just looks so good. And then he's carrying this red crowbar tool for doing whatever he needs to do underwater. Let's see what he looks like without his helmet on. Here we have the kind of roughly kempt face. You can really see sort of the extra tubing going on the outside, so clearly this is a pretty high-tech, complicated suit. It seems orange, so it seems it's fabric rather than metal, but it's a bit hard to tell. From the back here, more straps going on, hooks and things. Maybe that's a weight belt at the back. There he is. The set comes with 2 Scuba Divers, which come with these matching red flippers on each. But given it's hard to show them to you while the flippers are on, I'm going to take them off so you can get the proper tour. First up, we have the male scuba diver, and you can see this printed tile on front of this new design of walkie-talkie. This is it from one side. That's it from the other. It is a different mould for 2015, I think. I don't know whether I prefer it or not, but it's maybe people could let me know in the comments if it is better and in what way. Here you can see the detail of the body. Black trousers with these red swoosh, which I think is kind of pretty reminiscent of a sort of a wetsuit. More printing on the back, you can see a single tank and those tubes going around to the front so that the minifig can breathe. I'm going to take the equipment off so you can see the torso in all its glory, but just to show, I really like the mask, and you can see at the side the snorkel coming up, and what's really cool is it does go up and down. I think that's really nice. Only when you're at the surface, of course, but that's a neat little feature. Here he is without anything on. You can see that kind of smirk on his face. Here's the front. And just to say that this is pretty accurate to real life. I've done a bit of diving myself. There are all those straps on this jacket you wear called a BCD, and that has the gauges on, and you can see down at the bottom right of the screen on his left this kind of spare respirator for breathing in case anything happens to the other one he's using from his tank. But in real life, actually, these are the reverse. You have the gauges on your left and on his right, and you have the scuba respirator you breathe from on your right-hand side, and that seems sort of everywhere I've done it. I haven't done very much diving, but that seems to be consistent the world over, so that's a bit strange, but not a big deal, obviously. I like the use of silver for the buckles all around, and you can see at the back kind of zips for doing things, and you can see the hoses starting at the top where they'd come from the tank and go round to his side. So I think that's really nice. The female minifigure is identical in arms, body, and the sort of tank design at the back, as well as the headgear and mask. The only difference is, rather than carrying a walkie-talkie device, she has this small little camera, and they come with this transparent clear tile here, which I think is really nice. You can just rotate out, and you can see it's actually pretty well designed. And there's her face, and I'm impressed that she's thought to put on lipstick before she goes scuba diving, and probably got some waterproof lipstick on, given she's probably going to get wet as she goes into the water and comes out. Altogether, I think you get a great amount for this set. It's only 90 pieces, so the parts per piece isn't amazing. You do get this big shark, which is really cool. I think the minifigs and the detail on them is really nice, apart from my one tiny glitch about accuracy in a geek, which isn't particularly important. So I think as a starter for this line, I think it's been great. And certainly for me, it does encourage me to want to get others in the line. I don't think I could afford all of them, but there's a lot here that look really good, and I think they'd all fit together well. But as sort of something just to create that initial sense of interest and play, I think this works really well and is great value. So big thumbs up from me, but I'd love to know what you think, so please let me know in the comments, and if you've liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up too. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our channel so you can stay up to date with our latest LEGO videos and more. Thanks so much for watching.